The Guardian Projects. Introduction, Book 8. Nothing like a fucking good invasion to start the final book of adventures, huh? An invasion that taught me a valuable lesson. What you don't kill out in space will come back to kill you every time. So this time I killed it. I let the Claw fuck him up for what he tried to do to all of us, including his own people. So after a near-death experience shared by everyone, we all went back to the Alfarian galaxy to have dinner. What a crowd. Over 1 million came to eat with me on the mothership. During dinner, we even got to watch a couple of videos from many years into our future, and given by an alien from the other side of the universe. They were quite the eye-openers. It was a great dinner, or so I thought. The next few days were the worst of my life. And for the next 25 years or so years, it didn't get much better. Something happened at the dinner that night and it fucked me up. It took my memories and with it all my powers. I knew nothing about myself or who I was before that day. It left the Alliance without the Drexa, and it allowed the Blood Hunters to come calling, and they sure did, killing half of us before we finally beat them. Finally, we figured out how to change what happened that night. And boy, howdy did we. The final outcome, a surprise showdown at a red planet where the real enemy was a fourth the size of the planet. As unexpected as it turned out to be, its destruction was necessary and a totally different end to a terrible conflict. Unfortunately, the neighboring aliens didn't see it that way, claiming I destroyed their god, Prem, the god of rage. I didn't agree and promptly showed them the hands of Ea by crushing another god, Dolmados, which convinced them that I am who I am, and therefore the god of Prem can take a fucking hike. We left on good terms with the Cambros, the dominant group of that star system. I got home only to find out I still had grand jury duty. I wasn't happy, as you could probably guess. We were supposed to be meeting to discuss gang violence and the evidence so far. The situation got really exciting when I arrived and found armed gang members in the courtroom just waiting to go to jail, which they did except for one member who lost his grip and needed medical treatment. Some of the bangers even made the mistake of following us home. I sure enjoyed that meeting. After that, the Queen sent her Drillinians on a fact-finding mission, and the following day we were adjourned early and sent home because the court had new evidence to consider, lots of it. I know a good nap coming when I see one, yes sirree. I beat the Queen to sleep, and I had a great one. I dreamt I took a trip with Jesus, drank wine, and stopped a warhead from going off in a village in Germany, yes, in 1945. Nobody here believed me until Merlin went and looked. It was right where I left it 40 years ago. Imagine that. It seemed that I had picked up another gift from God. That meant I had time to go visit the new home planet of the Queen and her little killers right after a blue sandwich lunch. It is located in the Perseus arm of the galaxy, not a long journey, more like an afternoon drive. I would have liked to go straight there, but while everyone else did, I detoured to a lovely resort town known as Hell. Why? I have no fucking idea, because you can't believe the devil, though he can be damn likable at times. Plus, there wasn't anyone else around to chime in and tell me what the fuck was going on. It was a brief visit. We both learned a few things about each other, though I knew he knew more than he gave up about me. I ended up on Joan's new home and soon found myself in her arms. Her Drillinians had made quite a lot of tunnels, docking bays, and mountaintop resorts, and the planet was gorgeous in an alien way, just gorgeous. It had one small problem: the Nar Onu, a tiny creature that can bond and infect and control the host body. And they're all over the place, too. With the future looking like a moving van leaving on a rocket, I used my new talent to summon a creature so innocently pure, and yet so powerful, and it came and took all the Nar Onu home. We left before the Queen and came back to get some rest. Yeah, I wrote that. Funny, huh? Something possessed me, and I decided to take a road trip with my buddies, Junior, Rever, and Wolf. He got to wave to the school bus full of children. We met lots of nice people and helped out at a car accident involving a douchebag liar. Rever lent a web or two, and Junior got to terrify a dumbass. I suppose that afternoon was the most exciting time for me, as I found my secretary locked in a vault. I got her out, and then I got locked in an Aklavite ship, along with my new buddy, Satan, by someone who somehow can escape death and hell. I'll warn you, he's still alive, but he's not living in Florida. My aunt finished the day off by revealing to me who I am supposed to be, at which point I think I hurt myself laughing. Then she called me the Dreckus. She was right. I am Jim Edwards.